Sacramento, yeah. Woo. I want it to be known, there's a lot of empty tables. This show was sold out months ago. It's not my fault that I'm an ally and a lot of my fans are undocumented immigrants. It's not my fault. I'm big among Venezuelan gang members, and so they couldn't make it tonight, but that's due to the efficiency of the Doge administration, unfortunately. But I thought that'd be pretty funny. That's good. That's pretty funny. I like that. Cool, Sacramento. Great town. Great. It is a fun town. I have no idea what this is a picture of, but it is a nice town. No, I know it's supposed to be the capital, but there's no tents or needles or anything. There's not a single fuck Gavin Newsom poster anywhere, so I don't really know what that could be. This looks like a city that's won an NBA championship. Who cares? Incredible. Good to be here, Sacramento. John got attacked by a homeless person. What a fucking bitch. What a fucking loser. Oh my God. Everyone in America is afraid of homeless people. Isn't that such bitch shit? It's so embarrassing. I'm not afraid of homeless. Why would I be afraid of a guy who's currently sucking my dick? He asked for $5. I had a dick full of cum. We reached an agreement. That's a little trickle down his chin economics, folks. If you didn't think that was funny, you're gonna have a long night. That's kind of the litmus test. My comedy is only for smart alphas who fuck. So if at any point you find yourself not enjoying it, it's because you're a dumb little beta virgin. That's not my fault. That's your path in life, but that's not for you. My comedy is for the Venn diagram of Democrats who aren't pussies and Republicans who aren't retards. That's like kind of what I'm going for. My comedy is kind of like an Israeli airstrike. It rarely hits the intended target. Gonna have fun. Gonna have fun. What's your name, you fucking piece of shit? No, I want to open with one quick question for the crowd. What's your name, man?
Pano.
Mono? Pano. That's amazing. Pano. We all know sexuality is a spectrum, Pano. Everyone's a little gay. Everyone's a little straight. No one knows that better than you, P-Money. And what would you say your sexual percentages are, Pano? You know, like I'm 15% gay. Not enough for a scholarship, but enough to make Thanksgiving a little tense, folks. What would you say for yourself, Pano? What do you think?
10.
10, 90, 10, Pano. That's amazing. Thank you. I don't have a joke. I just wanted you to finally be honest with yourself. Pretty good one. Pretty funny. 15% gay. That's me. I think I'm moving on to men soon. I've figured women out. It's so they come every time. Yawn. What a fucking. Oh my God. Have some mystery about it, gals. My God. I know women come every time because they always say that's enough. Okay. Can't take the heat. Okay, I get it. The king's here. Okay. Well, okay. What about this? You guys think people get offended too easily these days? Yeah, okay. Keep that in mind during this next one. Some of the great jokes of our time. Have you guys seen this last couple years in Florida? These politicians, they're censoring the books in elementary schools. They're like taking the books out of the libraries. They're like, these books contain child porn. They're inappropriate to children. They contain child porn. Call me crazy, but aren't children the only people who should be reading child porn? Isn't that kind of the target demo? If they're not reading it, then why am I filming it, folks? What a waste of my Saturdays. What a waste of my Saturdays. Such a good joke. I did that joke in Rhode Island recently, and after the show, this guy came up to me. He was like, you shouldn't even joke about that. People are going to think you like child porn. I was like, I don't know. Child porn enthusiasts aren't notoriously open about it. If I was into child porn, I'd say something like, hi, I'm running for Senate. That's so funny that gets applause. That's one of the final things we agree on as a nation, is that most politicians are probably pedophiles. We're like, you voted for the other pedophile? Go fuck yourself, dude. I heard your guy only touches white kids. What the fuck's wrong with that? Man, I'm gonna kill tonight. It's gonna be fun. Pano, you're married to him, ma'am? Are you dating? How'd you meet her, Pano? Hinge. Let's go, Pano. You know about Hinge. You guys know Hinge? You can filter by race, Pano. Looks like you might have done it, brother. This is what we call the California special right here. White-looking guy, Asian girl, let's go. I know you're Hispanic, but you're white passing, so it counts. You go to San Francisco, there's so many white guys with Asian girlfriends, it looks like 1946. Looks like, sorry, Loretta, found a new one. Sun Yi doesn't speak the language, that's why we get along. We're gonna make a new race called Sleepy Italians. Come on, we're having a little fun. Just having a little fun. Did you know you could filter by race, Pano? You did. That's absolutely true. The fun part about Hinge, the race feature isn't free. That's so Hinge is like, yep, racism's $8.95 a month. You know? For $1 more, we'll filter out the Mormons too. You know? Okay. Let's try this new one. Pano, you working on your mental health at all, Pano? Life's hard. You doing anything? No? Cool. That'll hurt the ones you love one day. I'm a sad guy, Pano. I'm doing, you know what I'm doing to get happy, folks? I'm doing these things, sensory deprivation tanks. You ever heard of these? You know what that is? It's where you, like, float in silent darkness for 90 minutes. Did you just say, oh, hell no, lady? Why is that? Okay, this is plastic. Why are you scared of that?
Claustrophobia.
Oh, no. Okay. And that's why women will never be president, Pano. It's shit like that. Some of you took that seriously, and that was a big mistake. I'm just.
The United States.
Yes. What if I don't know what to do? What if just like. That's amazing. But you know the sensory deprivation tank, it's where you like float in silent darkness for 90 minutes. I've done it like 7 or 8 times. It's fucking incredible. It's the best I've ever felt in my entire life. That's how bad life is. Take away sight, sound, and every single other human being, and I'm just like, this is living, brother. Nothing's better than nothing, man. The tank gave me a whole new perspective on life. Now whenever I read about Helen Keller, I'm like, some people really did have it all. What a lucky lady. Free tank for life. Winner. Ding, 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 ding. The tank's incredible. It clears your mind of all thought. For 90 minutes, I'm so stupid. It's amazing to be stupid. I can't imagine how happy most of you are. What an amazing way to live your life. For 90 minutes, my brain's so stupid that I'm excited for the next Marvel movie. Can you imagine being that stupid? My brain's like, I like Marvel because the good guys say we're the good guys and the bad guys say we're the bad guys. That way I know who to root for. The only thing I like more than Marvel is The Masked Singer. I think the gargoyle's Lenny Kravitz. In my spare time, I like to go online and defend Elon Musk. He's looking out for me, a part-time welder. Can you imagine being that stupid? That's incredible. If I ever had a thought like that in real life, I would hang myself immediately. And you guys are gonna watch me come. Great new joke. Star. Good stuff. Good joke. The tank's amazing. It makes me feel so powerful. I feel so happy when I leave. I left the tank feeling so good. I walked down the street to Starbucks, and I corrected the lady on how to spell my name for the cup. That's how confident I felt. I was like, no, it's Geoffrey. Get it right. Geoffrey. And then 5 minutes later, the other barista picks up the drink. She's like, iced matcha latte for Geoffrey. You think my name's fucking Geoffrey? Put me back in the tank! Geoffrey kills himself in preschool, right? Geoffrey's 4 years old, like, I can't took it anymore. I can't took it. It's so good, man. Let's do a new one. Okay, do you guys, what do you think about this, Pano? One of the worst parts about American culture, Pano, it's got to be celebrity worship, don't you think, Pano? Sure, yeah, just agree with Daddy. I don't really care. I don't really care what you believe. Just agree with everything I say. You're a good puppet, I feel like. You're a man with a weak heart, and I think that's good for this. You're a man I can mold to my device. I'll have you sucking your cock in 20 minutes, Pano. What the fuck? That was fucked up. Why'd I say that? I hate celebrity worship. We give celebrities way too much credit for things that aren't even that impressive. I saw an article the other day. It said Jennifer Lopez just turned 58. She looks incredible. What's her secret? How does she look so good at 58? Yeah, she's worth $700 million. She's never had to help a friend move. If she ever had to carry a couch up 5 stories, her tits would be sagging right now, you know? If Jennifer Lopez ever had to call Amazon customer service and be like, I want to talk to a human, she'd be as ugly as my fucking aunt, you know? I'm not impressed by that shit. The article is like, what's her skincare routine? Her face looks amazing. What products does she use? Every morning Ben Affleck came on her face. If Ben Affleck came on my face, I'd look like Timothy Chalamet, okay? Instead, I come on my girlfriend's face. Now she looks like Steve Buscemi. And sometimes I come on my own face. It tastes better than you think. In this economy, you got to get protein any way you can, Pano. You know, it's called recycling, folks. I don't think I'll say that again. But you know what I mean? I'm not impressed celebrities look good at an old age. Their lives are easy. They have no real stress. I'd be more impressed if they're like, we found a 58-year-old Walmart greeter who's keeping it tight. That'd be a newsworthy story, you know? They're interviewing her like, Loretta, what's your secret? She's like, I'm 24. I want to try this. Are there any big like Taylor Swift fans here tonight? No, there's no way that's true. I need this. I need some parts. Anyone love? You love?
One song. She was my breakup.
What? Okay, what song was it?
Shit, I can't remember.
Sick anecdote, man. What the fuck? I just want to be involved. Call on me, mister. I have nothing to say. You love Taylor Swift. Thank you, ma'am. This is amazing. What's your name, ma'am? Taylor. God, the crowd of egomaniacs. My God. I like Taylor because you got the same name as me. Do you know how Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce met, ma'am? You do not know? Fuck! For the joke, does anyone know? I just have to try this new joke. Does anyone know how Taylor Swift... You do know. How'd they meet, ma'am? This is amazing. He went to her... Travis went to... With a what? What were you going to say? With a bracelet. That's amazing. What's your name, ma'am? Sarah. Sarah, you seem to know a lot about Taylor Swift. Sarah, do you also know why we fought the Korean War? Don't answer. I'm just making a point. We fucking roasted a woman, Pano. Let's fucking go. Men are back! We made fun of a woman. Now we have to make fun of a man, though, because of DEI. Men know too much about sports, though. That's our thing. Any guys here big pro football fans? Who's your team, man?
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay, hell yeah. Do you think you can answer a few football trivia questions? Can we try this? Okay, let's see. These are 4 questions. Any real man would know the answers. Let's try this. First, what's your name, man? Enrique. Who's been the coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers the last 15 years or so, Enrique? Mike Tomlin. Where did Tim Tebow play college football? Florida. What about Peyton Manning? Where he played in college?
That's Ole Miss?
Tennessee. We'll give you a free one, Enrique. Okay, I'm an ally to POC. Okay, Enrique. 4th question. If we get this last one right, Enrique, I'll give you $20. Let's double your weekly salary, Enrique. Okay. Enrique, any man would know this answer. Any football fan, Enrique. Enrique, what happens to a woman's body during menopause? What is it, Enrique? You got a guess? Come on. What do you think? You don't even have a guess? This is fascinating. You don't even have a guess? You can't even fathom a guess?
They get a period.
They get a period? No, actually the correct answer is who gives a fucking shit? Oh, menopause, another excuse for why women are crazy? Where have we heard this one before, fellas? First the periods make them crazy, then no periods make them crazy. When will it end? Death, hopefully, Pano. Death, hopefully. If I'm in heaven and a woman's like, I'm on my period, I'm like, we're dead, whore! That was great. Good new joke. Enrique, you thought it's funny. Really? That's fascinating. What do you think menstruation is? Now I'm just going off script. Now I'm just fascinated by you. What do you think it is? Menstruation.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know.
That's amazing. But do you know who Randy Moss played for? What teams did Randy Moss play for? You know you got drafted by the Vikings, but you don't know what half of the world goes through on a monthly basis. Interesting. Don't fuck him tonight, ma'am. That was fucked up. I don't know if you're dating or not, but even if, don't do it. You gotta withhold sex from these pigs. Enrique, were you raised Catholic? Hispanic man raised Catholic? The one true faith. There we go. You're back on top. I love that. We all know Catholicism, one true faith, 2,000 years, not a single mistake. And, are you guys having a good Lent? Yeah, I'm doing a Lent joke, because I gave up being a fucking bitch. If you don't know what Lent is, you have a lot of time to learn in hell. Lent, okay, you remember when we were kids, if during Lent you'd have to give up something for Lent to, like, please Jesus or whatever? Ma'am, I like you just talk while you do things, and I respect that, but it's no big deal. I'm just pursuing my dream. What were you saying? Squeeze the lime. I feel like you just have to narrate your actions. Breathe in. Breathe out. I like that. You got the tits out so you can do whatever you want, lady. I get it. No, don't do that. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, this is so fun. What's your name, ma'am? What's your name? I feel like we're going to get... Jessica, what do you do for a living, Jessica?
I am an executive assistant.
An executive assistant. Incredible. How's the company
it's not.
doing?
It's bullshit.
Is it bullshit? No, I knew. What did you want to do as a kid? What was your dream?
Dance as a kid.
You had no dreams?
No.
Makes sense. What the fuck? I'm not going to say, but thank you. I'm just kidding, Jessica. You're a good person. That guy's just projecting a little bit. I see you, brother. That's why I do this, brother. I project a little bit up here because I only project a little bit down here. Jessica, no more. We had our fun. We've moved on. Enrique can talk. No one else. You know, okay, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, Lent. This isn't going to be funny, but I have to try it. Okay. You guys remember Lent? As a kid, you had to give something up for Jesus or whatever, and I would always try to be funny. In middle school, I'd be like, Mom, this year for Lent, I'm giving up sex. That's going to be tough because I'm a big fucker. Good luck keeping this hound dog from the clam, Mama. But I'll do anything for J-Dog. I think that's so funny. Okay. The world's ending. I feel like I'm getting back into religion. The world's ending. It feels like the time to pick one. You'd be a fool to be an atheist when the world ends. You might as well pick one, you know. Do we got any Jews here tonight? The streak continues. Okay. I'm kidding. It's a pro-Jewish show. I think Judaism is the correct religion. I've crunched the numbers. I think the Jews are right. This is why. Jewish people, they've been persecuted for thousands of years. Every country they live in, discriminated over and over and over again. But they still believe in that shit. There must be something to it. They must know something we don't. Because if someone put a gun to my head and was like, you can't be Catholic anymore, I'd be like, okay. Fine, I'm Hindu, whatever. Jesus is a liar, Mary's a whore, the Pope's an elephant, whatever. We still hate women, though, right? That's a new one. Give that one a Star of David. Okay, Pano, are you from the Sacramento area, Pano?
No, I'm from Greece.
You're from Greece. Oh, Pano, you were a white guy. I was right. I knew. I got a good radar for these things. He's not Hispanic. He doesn't have a crucifix necklace on. I was like, I saw it. How was that an O? Child porn was so funny 10 minutes ago, but don't you dare make observations that are true. Pano, you're from Greece. That's amazing. Oh, you got a plate of olives there. Eat them, bitch. Oh, the homeland. Oh, yeah. Where are you from in Greece, Pano? I love Greece. Greece is amazing. Argos. Oh, hell yeah. In that little peninsula on the Peloponnesus?
South.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not funny. I just want everyone to know I'm smart and could be doing more with my life. I don't have to be funny the whole time. You guys take breaks at your jobs, too. Pano, when did you lose your virginity, Pano? How old were you?
13.
13. Could you say a slightly higher number? 13, Pano. Maybe it's a little different in Europe. You can drink earlier in Europe, maybe, yeah. Was it a prostitute?
Yeah.
No way. You were in 13? You went to a prostitute when you were 13? You're like,
It's legal.
it's legal. No, I'm not saying it's wrong. It's just fascinating. It's something you'll have to answer for at the gates of heaven, Pano. You were scraping together your fucking chore money, like, I'm gonna get a blowjob with this. Mom, can you give me advanced on the dusting money? I'm trying to get my dick sucked next week. So okay, let's deviate. Okay, this is fascinating. How much does a prostitute cost when you're 13? Or I guess it's the same at any age, probably. What'd you say?
It was cheaper.
It was cheaper back then. Oh my God, back in the good old days. My God, Pano. How much do you think it ended up being, Pano?
Like $30.
$30? Oh shit. So book a flight to Athens. $30? I gotta take my girlfriend out for dinner. It costs way more than $30. Wow, no one liked that. I don't know how. I thought we were having a pretty good time, and then the crowd went, "Go fuck yourself, man." How long did you last when you were 13 with a prostitute? This is fascinating.
Good minute.
A good minute? I've never lasted a good minute, Pano. Good for you. I last about 35 seconds, and I'm not ashamed to come in quick. The quicker you come, the straighter you are, right? You know why I come right away? Because I fucking love pussy, dude. These guys who last all night, it's because they're dicks and they're like, I wish this was a butt. Yeah. Bunch of fucking losers. Pano's 13, like, you're having sex and you haven't read The Great Gatsby yet. That's amazing. That's amazing. Like, can't wait to learn the Pythagorean theorem. Suck my dick, bitch. That's amazing. 13. I don't think I knew what sex was when I was 13. That's fascinating. Pano, that was good. Thank you for being open. It ruined the joke, but man, that was funny. What about you, man? How old were you when you lost your virginity?
18.
18, the right number. I like that. That's good. You know that I didn't have sex till I was 25, Pano? Can you believe that? Almost double your age, man. When you said 13, I was like, I didn't know Greece was a Catholic country. I didn't know that was that was more of an Orthodox thing, but alright. Maybe they're stealing from us. I didn't have sex till I was 25. That's how fucking stupid women are. Okay, you took that seriously. Huge mistake. You were 18, sir. How old was your partner?
18.
18. That's cool. You gotta have sex with a teenager. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. I never get to fuck a teenager now. All of you did it. But I missed the window. Now I can't even Google it. Till the VPN arrives. Come on, tell me what teenage pussy's like, man. Otherwise, I'll have to open for Chris D'Elia. famous comedian who's a pedophile. Many of you still support. Something to think about. So funny. Jessica, I hate to involve you again, but I like to dream. Jessica, are you into like tech? You're a tech person, Jessica?
I hate technology.
You hate technology. Me too, Jessica. I like that. I'm anti-tech. Is anyone else done with new things?
Yes.
Is anyone else done with new technology? What could we possibly need? Once my refrigerator could crush its own ice, I was like, that seems like the end. What could you possibly want from new technology? I saw an ad for the new iPhone, and it was like, with these 8K cameras, you could film a Hollywood movie. I film amateur child porn. Like, I don't know. The graininess is kind of my aesthetic. What are they going to add to the new iPhone? They're like, oh, this filter adds people of color to your wedding photos. Could be pretty big for my crown. Could be a big app. There's going to be 2 more child porn callbacks, so you're never going to see them coming. It's going to be so fun. It's going to be so fun. What's your name right there, man? Mo. Mo, are you a white guy, Mo? Oh, my God. What is happening to my fan base? No, I'm kidding, Mo. Are you Middle Eastern? Is that short for Mohammed? Where are you from, Mo? I love that. Palestine. Whoa, 2 Palestinians in the row. I think we have to call the Secret Service officially. That's actually, we're over capacity. We get one. Mo, that's amazing, Mo. Do you still believe in Islam, or are you more culturally Islamic?
No, I don't believe in it.
No, that's a shame, Mo. Did you ever do the prayers 5 times a day and all that, and then you're just like, fuck you, Allah. At one point, you're just like, that's a lot of work to do every day for a God who gave us such a shitty world, you know? Okay, I want to try this new joke. You ever hear like women be like, God's a woman? This is not going to go well. You know what I mean? You hear women be like, God's a woman. It's like it's supposed to be empowering. Why would that be good that God's a woman? God's created a terrible fucking world. God's so evil. Why would you want God to be a woman? You're like, a man could never plan 9/11. Racism, sexism, murder, homophobia, starvation, rape, premature ejaculation, acid reflux. Yas Queens, we did all that. Only a real boss bitch would think of pancreatic cancer. Damn, that's a hot one. Let's fucking go, dude. Mo, what's the political makeup of your family, Mo? What do you think? I'll make it funny either way. You can't say that out loud? Why not? What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, you're from Canada. Wait, 2 Palestinian Canadians and what the fuck? Okay, I guess that's cool. I don't know, a dream I never had. That's amazing, Mo. Okay, what do you mean you can't say? Oh, you don't want to. Do you live in America? Do you think we're gonna take over Canada? What do you think, Mo?
No.
I don't think so. You Canucks, you guys are strong fighters. I'm sure you could. Win. I'm sure you'll win. I don't know. A lot of my cousins are dumbasses. They're in the military. They can't be all. It's not all the brightest minds. Okay, we lost everyone there. My family very Republican, very Republican. I don't really care about that. It is funny though. I live in Brooklyn. Jessica, you gotta stop. Does she do this? She just had her words. She thinks she's talking to herself, but the sound does travel at around 800 miles per hour. Everything I say, you're saying something. I love it. No, it's okay. It's good to have a challenge every once in a while. I'm sick of crushing. It's too easy sometimes, Jessica. This is good. Let's just show Daddy's one of the best. My family's Republican. I don't really care about that, but it is funny. I live in Brooklyn, and whenever I tell my friends in Brooklyn my family's Republican, they're always immediately like, you need to confront them. You need to convince them they're wrong. And I'm like, yeah, man, they don't respect me. They think I'm a pussy because I eat hummus, you know? They're like, yeah, Geoffrey likes that Sharia peanut butter. My grandpa's like, I think he's retarded. He reads a lot. All my liberal friends are like, you need to convince your uncles to support gun control. I'm like, we need to start smaller than that. How about I convince them that roundabouts aren't communist? My uncle's like, roundabouts are just the liberals trying to trick us into going right for a bit and then left forever. That joke's funny if you know what a circle is. A little bit of a learning curve on that one. Man, that's a good one. Wait, let me try this one. Okay, this is my... Okay. Can we just be cool? Okay, you know... Mo, this is me doing an impression of... I want to do like... This is me being a MAGA comedian for a second. I wrote a joke and I thought like... This would be like if Larry the Cable Guy got political, I think. Okay, let me try this. I just wrote this the other day. Okay. You know, Mo, you know... This is not going to work. You know, Mo, you know, I didn't vote for Kamala, Mo. I didn't vote for Kamala. A woman could never be president, Mo. A woman could never. Just remember, I'm just playing a character here called Guy Who I Mostly Agree With. You know, Mo, a woman could never be president. You know, Kamala, if she would have been president, she would have got a period. She would get a damn period every 28 days. Then every 28 days, we go to a goddamn war. I don't know about y'all. I don't want to live in America where we have to wait 28 days between wars. Men want to go to war every fucking day. What's Lockheed Martin supposed to do while she's all dried up? It'd be chaos. They're like, we can't invade Iran till Kamala's back on the rag. We got to wait till AOC and her link up. Man, this new shit is fire. So fire. Okay. Let's try this fucking shit. You guys, okay. Are anyone else's parents getting into pickleball? You guys know what pickleball is? If you don't know what pickleball is, it's like ping pong for old white people who still say Oriental, you know? And my dad's like an incredibly athletic, like 75-year-old guy. He kind of destroys at pickleball, honestly. But I don't have the heart to tell him that he's only good at pickleball because it's a new sport, so it's only white athletes. You know what I mean? There hasn't been a Jackie Robinson of pickleball yet. You know, like, pickleball's still in its 1940s basketball era where they're all dribbling like this, you know? They're all passing like, heads up, Gerald, you know? They're like, loser buys the winner, or root beer float, you know? I feel like in 20 years I'm going to ask my dad about pickleball and he'll be like, they ruined the game! Jumping has no place in pickleball. My dad, very open Trump supporter. My mom's a secret Republican. You ever met these people? Fascinating creatures, a secret Republican. My mom does yoga every day, smokes weed every day, arts and craft hippie, uses all the liberal language, loves Donald Trump to her dying breath. You never know what my mom's going to say about any issue. It's amazing. I was talking to my mom. I was like, oh, in New York, Mom, we got a lot of homeless people. Big problem with homeless people. And she was like, they're actually called unhoused people. And we should kill them all. She's like, sorry, unalive them all. My mom smokes weed every day, still a bigot. Isn't that, if you smoke weed and are still filled with hate, you mean that shit. That's how you know Joe Rogan's a bad guy. Joe Rogan smokes weed every day, does mushrooms every day. He's still frothing with anger. How can you be angry after you do mushrooms? It's insane. Joe Rogan's doing mushrooms like we're all part of one universal consciousness. We're all made of stars. We're all vibrating on the same frequency. But the liberals are making Mr. Potato Head a queer! What? Why are you so angry, man? I don't get it. I don't know. I'm a big stoner. You know what I thought of? I thought of this. This is the crazy... this memory bubbled up recently. One time when I was in college, me and my friends, we got so high, we waterboarded each other. You guys know what waterboarding is? It's where you get a towel wet, you put it over your face, and it truly feels like you're drowning. It's very scary. It kind of makes you rethink U.S. foreign policy, honestly. But have you ever gotten so high you violated the Geneva Convention? And it was me, my white friend Tom, and our best friend Fahad from Saudi Arabia, and he waterboarded us a little reverse Abu Ghraib, a little, sorry, ally alert. And he's interrogating us, but it wasn't like, where are the weapons of mass destruction? It was like stoner questions. It was like, where are the Funyuns? What's the best Dave Matthews song? Is squirting piss or not? funny. We were just like goofy stoners. That's so funny. I love that. Okay, that's a good new one. What's this one? Oh, okay. What? Oh, this one's amazing. Okay. What do you think? Okay. You can't be liberal anymore. This is not going to work. Okay. You can't be liberal. You got to go further left than the Democrats right now. You got it. They've given up on us. We got to move. Okay. This is a good joke. You're going to have fun. Just be cool. Because liberals are such fucking losers. I can't be part of that bullshit. They're such pussies. Liberals, like when Republicans get mad, they form a militia and storm the Capitol. When liberals get mad, they knit a hat that says, "Fuck Trump." It's just so embarrassing. Liberals still think art is powerful. Isn't that so embarrassing? They're like, you need my poetry will stop fascism. It's like, buy a fucking gun or shut up. I'm done. It's so stupid. But like, I was talking to my friends and they were like, I love the Kendrick Lamar halftime show. He really went after Donald Trump, you know. Samuel L. Jackson, a black man playing Uncle Sam. What a powerful metaphor exposing the extensive black contributions throughout U.S. history. I was like, yeah, I'm sure Trump's shaking in his boots right now. He's like, oh, the liberals are attacking with metaphor. What if they acquire puns? Remember when we defeated Hitler with sarcasm? It's so embarrassing. I saw one of my liberal friends, she posted the other day, she's like, in dark times like these, I remember that even being yourself is a form of rebellion. Yeah, I don't think Che Guevara got famous for just being true to his guts. I feel like they're not in the Oval Office like, Mr. Trump, we're going to have to bring back DEI. A barista in the Tenderloin's comfortable in her own skin. That's really good political stuff. That's good. That's good. I don't think, I think art is completely powerless. I think art's just for fun. I don't think art can change the world. I think that's naive and honestly an embarrassing thing to think. I think, I'll prove that art isn't powerful. You know the song Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson? One of the greatest songs of all time, Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, maybe the greatest lyric of all time. He sings, I'm looking at the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. And then Michael Jackson would get up in front of 300,000 people and sing, I'm looking at the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. It says it 17 times throughout the song. I'm looking at the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. And then Michael Jackson would go home and eat out a toddler. He's like, must be a different guy. All good here. That guy's white. I'm black. That's a different guy right there. You know, it's about 20 years too late, but it is perfect. I love Michael Jackson, top 5 musician all time, in my opinion. It's amazing how little I care about what he did to those kids. Because I'm of the opinion, I think if art is good, I do not care what the artist has done. I just like the art. I don't care what Kanye says. I don't care. I like it. I don't care. But if a bad musician was a pedophile, we should kill them immediately. If you found out the Black Eyed Peas were touching kids, it'd be Will I Was pretty quickly. Great stuff, great stuff. Let's do a little fucking crowd work. Jessica, you just cannot keep it in. I love it. I'm learning to tune out that frequency. It's fascinating. I'm like, feel my body evolving in real time. It gets more distant every time. I love it.
No. Listen to me. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Jessica, I'm going to do this. This is called doubling down. Jessica, is there anyone in your family you hate? Anyone?
Every last one of them.
Okay. That's why we drink. I like that, Jessica. And who's a specific person in your family you hate? I always try to do this at show.
Brother.
You hate your brother? Why do you hate your brother, Jessica? He's too quiet.
No.
When we go to comedy shows, he doesn't even talk. I'm sitting next to him like, why aren't you saying your thoughts? That was good. No, but Jessica, sorry to make fun of you. Why do you hate your brother? Why do you hate your brother? That's amazing. Why do you hate your brother, Jessica?
No backbone, follows everybody else.
No backbone, follows everybody else. What's an example of this? What did he do where he was a follower? Come on, Jessica, it'll be fine. It's okay. Come on.
Well, he's not here, so let's... Anyway,
Yeah, I hope this man you've been all over tonight isn't your brother. You guys have been pretty chummy. I hate my brother because he won't fuck me. Why? Come on, Jessica, what did he do that had no backbone?
I fought out those battles when we were growing up. I was the fighter, and I kicked his friend's asses.
You kicked his girlfriend, like, physically?
Yes!
Oh. And you hate him? I think...
He won't stand up for himself, and I can't stand up for it.
Okay, so so you beat the shit out of his girlfriend? I don't know. Is that a good older sister, Pano? What do you think? Oh, you're younger? Oh my God! I'd be like, you're cock blocking me, bitch. Oh, that's incredible. Okay, well, that's something you maybe need to talk about with a more professional. I don't know if I'm going to figure that one out, Pano. Pano, that was a wild one, Pano. Pano, what's the vibe? Do your parents know you slept with a prostitute when you were 13? Have you ever told them that? That'd be amazing if you had.
Probably, they knew.
They knew. Yeah, you're coming home like... Your mom's telling you to clean your room. You're like, I'm not cleaning my room, Mom. I fucked now. I love that, Pano. That's so cool. How did you... I've never been to a prostitute. This is amazing. Do you, like, pick, or do they just give you a random one? Is it like a lottery, or what do you do, Pano?
Whatever works at that night.
That night you just picked who? Do you ever see this woman again, or was it a one and done, beautiful moment?
No, I've seen her again.
You went back a few times? Let's go. That's amazing. $30? Why not? Everyone's like, why doesn't Pano have a PS4? Oh, he likes to come. Pano, can you go to the movies? No, I'm saving up. Hoping to have a threesome around Christmas. It's amazing, Pano. I like you a lot. Okay. What about this shit? Oh, this is a great joke. Okay. Do you, the person I hate in my family, I don't really hate my mom, but we don't get along. Does this make sense? It's very trivial. But my mom still treats me like I'm a 9-year-old kid. Does that make sense? My mom cannot fathom I've liked a new thing since 1999. You know what I mean? I was eating a hot dog next to my mom a couple months ago. I was putting mustard on it. And she was like, you don't like mustard. You've never liked mustard. What's going on? And I was like, yeah, Mom, I didn't like mustard. And then I got my dick sucked at Panera. And now I like Dijon. She's like, what? You never used to like getting your dick sucked? What's going on? You made such a stink when your Uncle Ben did it. I'm just kidding. I love my mom. My mom's my hero. Just like John's mom, actually, my mom's been a special ed teacher for the last 34 years, folks. Special ed teacher. Yeah, it's amazing. Thank you. Yeah. That's what she always told me. She told everyone else she was a stay-at-home mom. How you like that, Pano? I'm the little retard. How you like that? Man, this is a fascinating dynamic because I don't think you knew much about what you were getting into tonight, did you? Yeah. Pano's having a great time and you're just like, this is what you think's funny? You think him getting his dick sucked in a Panera is humor? I don't know if I want to have a kid with you, Pano. That's amazing, Pano. You're a brave man to sit up front. I like that. You're a good man. Pano, what do you do for a living? You're kind of a jack guy. What are you doing?
UPS.
UPS, not using your muscle. What a fucking waste of a life. I'm kidding. I like that. UPS, what do you think? You think the government's going to defund it or not? Or that's USPS. Oh, that's different. My bad. Fuck! Damn. An L for the king. They're not going to light the beam tonight. So good. So good. What if I say that line in every city I'm in and it just gets silence? I'm in Tucson and I'm like, they're not going to light the beam tonight. And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? I'm like, just wait till late March. Sacramento's going to lose their fucking minds over that shit. This is fun. This is fun. What do you think about this, Pano? Can you believe this, Pano? I was bullied a lot as a kid. Can you believe that, Pano? By guys who looked a little like you, Pano. I guess they were all getting their dicks sucked when they were 13. That's why they put... I got so mad I broke the pen thinking about it. Sorry, I benched 110. I was a very smart kid. I got bullied for being smart because America is such a stupid country that if you're a third grader and you read a book that's not assigned to you, everyone's like, he must be mentally ill. Here's some pills for that curiosity, kid. Wouldn't want you getting too smart. You might not vote anymore. That's not funny. That one's called What I Believe. But I knew the presidents in order in third grade. Mo, give me a president. I'll tell you who came before or after them, Mo. W. Bush. Can we go a little further back than that, Mo? Truman. Harry S. Truman, one of the better presidents. Before him, FDR. After him was Dwight D. Eisenhower. Give me one from the 1800s, sir. Jackson. Okay, Andrew Jackson, one of the worst presidents. Killed a lot of Native Americans, which I like, but his personality was bad, though. Before him, John Quincy Adams. After him, Martin Van Buren. It's not that funny, it's just why I didn't have sex till I was 25. Knowledge is better than sex, right? Yes! Right? I actually do think knowledge. I'd rather read than fuck. I'll tell you what, I know when a book's gonna finish. I've never gotten to the end of a book and it's like, oh, you're not done yet, mister. Flip me over and try again, you little bitch. That joke's funny if you know what books and pussy are. What's your name, man? I never got your name. Evan, let's try this. This is a long joke, but this is funny. Evan, give me a year in American history. I'll tell you who was president, what was happening in American history that year. 1836. I actually think that might have been Andrew Jackson was president, and then Martin Van. It was an election year, so it depends on the time of year. What'd you say? Correct. Yeah, I know, bitch. You think I called autistic for 10 years in school to be wrong? What the fuck? You just throw a hat at me? It says Bigfoot is real and he tried to eat my ass? Is this my reward for knowing when Andrew Jackson was president? Oh, I bet this has lice on it. I'm not... I feel like if I licked this, I'd get a ketamine high. You want me to... Pass this back to that crazy... Why did you throw your hat?
Don't you dare.
What? Don't you dare what?
I'm a clean human being. You take that hat.
I don't... Okay, fine. They'll take the hat. What if we just pass it back and forth the rest of the fucking show? Everyone's like, that? Yeah, the show is pretty funny. Then he started passing a hat back and forth for about 20 minutes, and then it kind of derailed. I don't really wear hats, but whatever. Okay, I'll wear a fucking hat. Oh, yeah. Okay. Wow. Oh, shit. Suddenly, I think the moon is flat. Oh, it's really weird. I think the Jews control the banks. What the hell? Wow, thank you for the knowledge, sir. That's amazing. What's your name, man? What? Nick. I know, I wanted you to repeat it like a little bitch. God, that's so funny. Why did you throw your hat at me?
I asked you if you wanted me to wear a front hat, and then they sat me back here, and I was like, well, here it is.
Oh, okay. Okay, man, that was good, I guess. I like that, Nick. I like that. Nick, what do you do with your life, Nick?
I work for fucking banks, man.
Oh, my God. Which bank, Nick?
I do fraud detection, but I work for all the banks.
Oh, hell yeah. I bank with Wells Fargo. They keep you pretty busy. Do you guys know this, that Wells Fargo is the best bank? Do you guys know this? This is why Wells Fargo is the best bank. I'll prove it. Wells Fargo refuses to stop breaking the law. You guys know this? Every 3 to 5 months, Wells Fargo commits a massive felony, and then I receive a class action lawsuit payment. Every 3 months, Wells Fargo emails me like, whoopsie. We sent all your money to Boko Haram. Here's $125 once away. That won't happen again. And then 3 months later, they email me like, oh no, it happened again. We used your Roth IRA to fund the invasion of Ukraine. You're technically a war criminal. Don't worry, we'll waive those overdraft fees. Wells Fargo fucking rips, dude. Every like 8 months, they email me and they're like, someone is hacking your account and is making fraudulent purchases. And that person's name is Wells Fargo. They're like, you should change your password. We won't pay. flying out. We got 9 minutes left. 9 minutes left. Okay, here we go. We got to do the big merch pitch, and then we got one of the greatest jokes of all time. Okay. Do you guys know who the comedian Matt Rife is? I love that guy. He's so funny. He's famous because he's funny and for no other reason. And I like that. I like people who had to work for what they got. And I made these shirts. These shirts are so stupid. They say Matt Rife, but they have pictures of me all over them. It's so stupid. It's not fully legal, but I am selling them after the show. And they're $30, and I'm trying to get a mole on my back removed. So it gets bigger every day, so just keep that in mind when you walk by and do nothing. Okay, here we go. This is the big closer. Pon, no, you don't work. What about you, man? White hat? What's your ethnicity, sir?
Black and white.
Fuck! Are there any white men here? Okay, this is going to be funny, I swear. It's not bad. Okay, what's your name, man?
John.
John, you're a white guy. I'm a white guy, John. It's never been hard to be white in America, John. These liberals, they're making it so hard for straight white men every day, John. It's so and if you're taking this seriously, you're too stupid to be alive. But white men, we can't have fun anymore, John. We can't do our little racial accents anymore. You're good at a couple. I'm good at a couple. We can't do them anymore. You did a pretty good Taiwanese accent outside. I heard it. It was amazing, but that's not what the liberals want us to do, John. And I think you should be allowed to do racial accents as long as they're inaccurate. You can do an accent if it's wrong, right? You can be like, I hate Muslims, because Muslims are always like, me so Muslim. Me pray 5 times. That's pretty funny, Mo. That's pretty goofy. That's a good one, Mo. That's a good one, Mo. That's my favorite. I want me so Muslim to be my get her done. I come on stage, everyone's like, me so Muslim, me so Muslim. That's my one dream in this life. Okay, here we go, big closer. My dad's, he just turned 70, might have been 75, could be 80, I don't know, I don't love him. But my dad's, he's entering the back in my day era of his life. Isn't that a sad part of an old person's life? My dad's always like, that life was better when I was younger. This country was better when I was a kid. Isn't that shit so fucking stupid? It's like, of course life was better when you were younger. That's the best part of life. Oh, life was better when you had more life remaining? What a fucking shock. Oh, the country was better when mom still loved you? It's like, Dad, you don't miss Reaganomics, you miss knowing the woman you sleep next to, you know? I think that's so funny. Okay, that's more of a, okay. But you know what? MAGA is just misplaced nostalgia, okay? MAGA's just misplaced. MAGA's just make my wife suck my dick at a Fleetwood Mac concert again, you know? Make my knees work again, you know? Make my son 0% gay again, you know? My dad, he thinks life is so different now than when he was a kid, even though it's really not. Like, I was talking to my dad, he's like, that LGBTQ shit, we didn't have none of that shit when I was a kid. That's some brand new liberal shit. That's so funny. He thinks there weren't gay people in the 70s. What a fascinating worldview. And then he'll be like, my favorite band is the Bee Gees. Oh, the guys who exclusively sang with cum in their throat the entire time? It actually used to be called the LBGTQ community. I feel like my dad walked into a disco in the 70s like, thank God there's no queers here, boys. Finally, we're straight. We can be straight. More than a woman. My dad hates drag queens, which is so funny because every musician in the 70s looked like a drag queen. David Bowie, Elton John. Mick Jagger looks like he went in for the trans surgery and ran out of money halfway through. They're like, sorry, Mick, the check bounced on the tits. You can't always get what you want, can you? You know? Or the gayest band of all time, Kiss. You guys know the band Kiss? 4 grown men in makeup and a leather costume. My dad's like, it's not a costume, it's a uniform for rocking out. How is the band Kiss not a drag queen? What's the difference? You put the 4 members of Kiss next to Lil Nas X and I'd be like, oh, that little black kid's pretty straight, huh? Who are these 4 freaks? Is that the Fag Brigade? What's that? I feel like old people's lives are ruined because they don't have gaydar. Like my dad, they don't know who's gay and it destroys them internally. Like my dad's second favorite band, Queen. He loves Queen. I feel like he had no idea until the bitter end. I feel like my dad read the news in the early 90s like, how in the heck did Freddie Mercury get AIDS? The liberals poisoned my sequin pants king. If Freddie doesn't like fat bottom girls, maybe I don't like fat bottom girls. Also, this makes sense. Boomer dads. No one a boomer dad hates more than Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. My dad has based his entire life around hating this woman from the Bronx he's never met. Every time I see my dad, he's like, you hear what that fucking bitch did this time? He's like, also, she's an ugly whore. I'm like, ugly? Dad, you bang mom. If you think AOC is ugly, you might be 15% gay too, Dad. I don't think my parents have had sex in decades, if I'm being honest. I think I was the last guy inside my mom, if I'm being real. And when I came out, I rang the bell. We'll cut that line. I thought it was pretty funny, but no, okay. We actually have time for a couple more. We're not going to end quite yet, okay. Let's do a couple more. Oh, yeah, this is a great one. Okay, what's your name, man, in the hat right there? James, do you have a girlfriend, James? I knew that. Why are you single, James? What's happening? It's so easy. I have a mid-beard and a 3-inch cock, and I have a girlfriend with a fat ass. How about you figure it out, you fucking loser, James? I'm kidding, James. You're a good man. What was your name again? I know, I wanted you to repeat it like a little bitch. Evan, is this your wife next to you? There we go. Evan, what's your name, ma'am? Sorry to talk to you. What? Lenk?
Yeah,
Lenk? L-E-K. Lek. Okay, Lek. Do you and Evan ever get into arguments, Lek? Yeah. What's the last thing you argued about? It's healthy to argue, Lek. What'd you guys argue about? Don't look to him for approval. Answer with your heart. Answer with your heart. Okay. You argue all day? Incredible. Evan, with this guy, I'm sure he's been oh, please, yes, lady, I'll do everything you say. You're a little bitch. I knew it, Evan. Yeah. Not me. I never listen to women, ever. What? I don't know. That was a bad riff. Okay. Me and my girlfriend, big argument the other day. My girlfriend lied to me, Evan. Can you believe that, Evan? My girlfriend lied to me. She looked me in my beautiful German eyes. The best eyes, a man once said. We were having sex a few nights ago. My girlfriend lied to me during sex. It was so disgusting. She looked up at me and she was like, "You're the sexiest man in the world." Why do we lie like that? What is that? Why do we do that? If you think I'm the sexiest man in the world, I don't respect you. I was like, you think I'm the sexiest man in the world? Oh, it's nice to meet the dumbest bitch in the world. I was like, really? You think I'm hotter than Channing Tatum? I was like, so if Channing Tatum showed up at the door and nothing but a towel on, you'd just be like, Sorry, Mr. Tatum. I have Geoffrey. He yelps when he comes. He sharts when he yelps. He's the sexiest man in the world. That's good. Wait, okay, I have one more of the MAGA comic jokes I want to try. Okay. Wait, no, oh my God, I forgot to do this joke. Okay, Mo, this joke's amazing. Then we're going to do the closer. Mo, do you support universal health care, Mo? What do you think? Yeah. You do? Ugh, I used to be a gullible little libtard like you, Mo. And then I got a fucking brain cell between my ears. Wow, you guys aren't realizing this is very sarcastic. Okay. You're like, I think he's being serious this time. He's been joking for an hour, but that was his real opinion right there. I can't support universal health care anymore, Mo. I saw this billboard in Brooklyn, completely changed my worldview the other day. Saw this billboard, it had a picture of a woman bending over, and it said, "Ladies, does your back hurt? New York State health insurance will pay for your breast reduction surgery." That's the future the liberals want. They want to use our hard-earned tax dollars to create a nation of flat fours. These women are like, the double D's hurt my back. Oh. Freedom ain't free, babe. That's why the terrorists always win, because their women aren't afraid to have bombs strapped to their chest. Pano, these women, they want a breast reduction surgery. You think I don't want a penis reduction surgery? You think I enjoy lugging around this 9-pound hammer all day? You think I enjoy blacking out whenever I get a boner because there's not enough blood for my 7-gallon cum drum? No. But I'll be goddamned if those socialist pigs are going to cut off what the Catholic God gave me, folks. It's disgusting. These liberals, they want a bunch of... These liberals want a bunch of Chips Ahoy tittied women, fucking a bunch of popcorn shrimp dicked men, making a bunch of kids so ugly, nobody wants to film them. I didn't even write that joke. That one's directly from J.D. Vance's diary. We can come together as a nation, Democrat and Republican, and agree J.D. Vance is the greatest loser to ever walk the earth. Jesus, Jessica. Like, Trump is charismatic, funny. I kind of get it. But, like, J.D. Vance is the type of guy who's getting his dick sucked. Like, you're using a little too much teeth, Jennifer. It's going to be tough for me to come if this keeps up. Here we go. This is the big closer. God, this is just so funny. Remember a few minutes ago where I was talking about my dad hating on Gen Z and millennials? My dad's always like, you kids are so weak, you have peanut allergies. We don't have fucking peanut allergies. Yeah, you did. The doctors were just stupid. The doctors were like, well, Jeremy gets seizures around peanut butter. We think he's gay. Keep him away from nuts. I hate when old people act like something's new that's been around forever. You know, like my dad's always like, kids these days are eating ass. What the hell is eating ass? What the hell is it? It's like it's not new. It was in the Kama Sutra thousands of years ago. Like, you're just a fucking loser, Dad. My dad's like, who would ever eat ass? I'm like, I don't know. Someone who loved Mom. That generational hatred shit, it's so stupid. It's very short-sighted because boomers forget their parents hated them, too. Their parents hated them for rock and roll and hippie shit. Like, every generation thinks their kids are the weakest kids of all time. That's how people deal with mortality. They're like, I might be weak now, but I'm stronger than you'll ever be, kid. It's true. It's how people deal with death. It's a never-ending cycle. Like, my dad's always like, kids these days just want to pick their own gender and play Fortnite. And I'm like, sure, whatever, that's true. But your dad was just like, kids these days just want to smoke Mary Jane and kiss colored girls. And then his dad was just like, kids these days just want to listen to jazz and let women vote. And then this is a long joke. And then his dad was just like, kids these days just want to believe in evolution and dance with the Chinamen. And then his dad was just like, kids these days just want to ride the railroads and let Italians vote. And then his dad is just like, kids these days just want to send telegrams and let women read them. And then his dad is just like, kids these days just want to wear powdered wigs and revolt against the British. And then his dad's just like, kids these days just want to watch Shakespeare and stop burning women. And then his dad's just like, kids these days just want to leave the Catholic Church and let the priests fuck adults. And then his dad's just like, kids these days just want to sail to the New World and ravish the natives. And then his dad's just like, kids these days just want to contract the bubonic plague and look a Jew in the eye. And then his dad's just like, kids these days just want to sail to India and put spice on food. And then his dad's just like, kids these days just want to make realistic sculptures with realistic penis lengths. And then his dad's just like, kids these days just want to use medicine and let women survive childbirth. And then his dad's just like, kids these days just want to pillage, but they don't want to rape. And then his dad's just like, kids these days just want to ride horses, not suck them off. And then his dad's just like, kids these days just want to print books and get cucked by Genghis Khan. And then his dad's just like, kids these days just want to go into the desert, give up pork, and say, me so Muslim. That was great. You guys were great. Have a good night. Bye. Thank you. Please buy a shirt. Thank you. Holy shit. One more time for Greg. Keep it going for Geoffrey Asmus, everybody. Let him hear it. Holy shit. What's the vibe? You guys hate America? What do you think? We hate America. No, you don't. It's funny, the Brit used to be so powerful. Now you're our little cucks, aren't you? You do everything we tell you to. We're like, send missiles to Israel. We're like, okay, daddy. Come with us to Iraq. We'll be right there. It's really pathetic what's happened to this country. Maybe if you took your immigration laws as serious as your weed laws. I'm kidding. That was too far. That was too much. That was wrong. I was with my uncle here a couple months ago, and we took a vacation here. My uncle, we went to a pub. He wore a shirt with an American flag on it. And I was like, why are you wearing that in London? I thought that was kind of weird. And he's like, I want them to know where I'm from. And I'm like, buddy, they know where you're from. You're fat as fuck. You're the only guy in here who looks over and undernourished at the same time. No one's like, I think that guy with a fupa, I think he's Danish. That's one of those beautiful Danish models they're always talking about. British Empire, I think the British Empire, the greatest empire of all time. I got to give you guys credit. You had an amazing run. You got to give yourselves a pat on the back. It's the most amazing. An island country of 50 million people conquered an empire of 1 billion people. You conquered an empire 200 times your size. For 250 years, every time zone was ruled by Britain for 250 straight years. If that doesn't make you believe in white supremacy, I don't know what will, folks. What more do we have to do to prove it? I don't see any other race conquering the entire globe. We're the best at being the worst, baby. These will never be said again. That is funny. I learned that. I didn't know that the curry was kind of invented by the British colonials. Did you know that? They didn't eat curry till Britain colonized it. The British have such nerve to invent curry and then be like, wow, they all sure do smell like curry, don't they? You guys are eating that shit? P.U. Okay, I didn't think that. I thought that would not do well. I actually thought I wasn't even going to tell that one, you know. I do like British culture. I do like you guys. I like all the slang. One thing I don't like, the letter Z, that's fucked up. This is more just, I want to know, I was thinking, so when you sing the ABCs, you go like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Is that what you say? It doesn't rhyme! That's why you fucking don't rule the world anymore. How you guys like the 5:30 p.m. show? Pretty sick, you know. The venue really pulled out all the stops for Daddy, you know. They emailed you it was the wrong venue, and then they emailed you it was the other one. It was incredible. Just a tight ship they run here, and I'm not furious about it. It's not something I'm stewing about openly, right? And you can't even buy a drink during the show. What an incredible system. It really makes me angry. Okay, we're going to move on from it because we can't control the actions of others, can we, Steve? We can only control how we respond to them, and mine will be never coming to London again. No, Steve, I get sad because things are managed poorly and rules don't make sense. But come on, okay, whatever. I'm not a 5:30 comic for sober people. Yeah, tell that joke about sucking your own cock in front of sober people right after they got off work on a Monday. Should go pretty well, brother. Graham, are you from Sherwood Forest as well, Graham? Oxford. Did you go to Oxford, Graham?
Yeah, 72 years.
What do you mean? For 72 years you went to the college? Oh, you lived there for 72 years? That's amazing. Isn't there a rivalry between like the townspeople and the students? Isn't that a big thing? There were murders? What's your deal, man? Graham's like, there were murders and there can be more. How many murders were there, Graham? That's fascinating. I haven't heard about that. I like that. 20 murders of students or of townspeople by of students? Okay, well, who was doing it? Did they ever figure it out? The townspeople. And I was one of them, and you've kept secrets to your grave, I'm sure, Graham. I see a little twinkle in your eye, brother. It feels good to feel a man's life leave you, doesn't it? Yeah, it probably does. And they're probably little gay students, too. They're trying to learn poetry in your town, Graham, and you killed them, and I like that. And I don't mind that, Graham. I don't mind that one bit. Wow, applause. Strange. You were never there for your children. You never donated to charity, but you bought all my VeggieTales DVDs, brother. You guys don't have those here, do you? As I said that, I was like, that is not a... That kills in America. You guys don't know what VeggieTales is? Have you seen this? It's like this. It's this bizarre, low-budget cartoon where vegetables, anthropomorphic vegetables, teach biblical lessons to kids. It's some of the most bizarre propaganda of all time, and it worked. I always associate empathy with a yam. That I saved it. Where are you from, Stephen? Sherwood Forest. Okay, is that nice? Do we like that? It's a shithole. Why is it a shithole, Steve? What's wrong with it?
Think of West Virginia.
Think of West Virginia, one of the most beautiful places on God's green earth, filled with hardworking people who keep jobs from being sent to China. Oh, I think that sounds pretty nice, Stephen. My dad's, he just turned 70, might have been 75, could be 80, I don't know, I don't love him. But he's entering the back in my day era of his life. Isn't that a sad part of an old person's life? My dad's always like, that life was better when I was younger, this country was better when I was a kid. Isn't that shit so fucking stupid? It's like, of course life was better when you were younger. That's the best part of life. Oh, life was better when you had more life remaining? What a fucking shock. Oh, the country was better when mom still loved you? But you know what? MAGA is just misplaced nostalgia, okay? MAGA's just misplaced. MAGA's just make my wife suck my dick at a Fleetwood Mac concert again. You know? Make my knees work again. You know? Make my son 0% gay again. You know? My dad, he thinks life is so different now than when he was a kid, even though it's really not. Like I was talking to my dad, he's like, that LGBTQ shit, we didn't have none of that shit when I was a kid. That's some brand new liberal shit. That's so funny. He thinks there weren't gay people in the 70s. What a fascinating worldview. And then he'll be like, my favorite band is the Bee Gees. Oh, the guys who exclusively sang with cum in their throat the entire time? It actually used to be called the LBGTQ community. I feel like my dad walked into a disco in the 70s like, thank God there's no queers here, boys. Finally, we're straight. We can be straight. More than a woman. My dad hates drag queens, which is so funny because every musician in the 70s looked like a drag queen. David Bowie, Elton John. Mick Jagger looks like he went in for the trans surgery and ran out of money halfway through. They're like, sorry, Mick, the check bounced on the tits. You can't always get what you want, can you? Or the gayest band of all time, Kiss. You guys know the band Kiss? 4 grown men in makeup and a leather costume. My dad's like, it's not a costume, it's a uniform for rocking out. How is the band Kiss not a drag queen? What's the difference? You put the 4 members of Kiss next to Lil Nas X and I'd be like, oh, that little black kid's pretty straight, huh? Who are these 4 freaks? Is that the Fag Brigade? What's that? I feel like old people's lives are ruined because they don't have gaydar. Like my dad, they don't know who's gay and it destroys them internally. Like my dad's second favorite band, Queen. He loves Queen. I feel like he had no idea until the bitter end. I feel like my dad read the news in the early 90s like, how how in the heck did Freddie Mercury get AIDS? The liberals poisoned my sequin pants king. If Freddie doesn't like fat bottom girls, maybe I don't like fat bottom girls. No, what about you, man? White hat? What's your ethnicity, sir?
Black and white.
Fuck! Are there any white men here? Okay, this is gonna be funny, I swear, it's not bad. Okay, what's your name, man?
John.
John, you're a white guy, I'm a white guy. John, it's never been hard to be white in America, John. These liberals, they're making it so hard for straight white men every day, John. It's so and if you're taking this seriously, you're too stupid to be alive. But white men, we can't have fun anymore, John. We can't do our little racial accents anymore. You're good at a couple, I'm good at a couple. We can't do them anymore. You did a pretty good Taiwanese accent outside. I heard it, it was amazing, but that's not what the liberals want us to do, John. And I think you should be allowed to do racial accents as long as they're inaccurate. You can do an accent if it's wrong, right? You can be like, I hate Muslims, because Muslims are always like, me so Muslim. Me pray 5 times. That's pretty funny, Mo. That's pretty goofy. That's a good one, Mo. That's a good one, Mo. That's my favorite. I want me so Muslim to be my get her done. I come on stage, everyone's like, me so Muslim, me so Muslim. That's my one dream in this life. Remember a few minutes ago where I was talking about my dad hating on Gen Z and millennials? My dad's always like, you kids are so weak, you have peanut allergies. We didn't have fucking peanut allergies. Yeah, you did. The doctors were just stupid. The doctors were like, well, Jeremy gets seizures around peanut butter. We think he's gay. Keep him away from nuts, you know. I hate when old people act like something's new that's been around forever. You know, like my dad's always like, kids these days are eating ass. What the hell is eating ass? Eating ass? What the hell is it? It's like it's not new. It was in the Kama Sutra thousands of years ago. Like, you're just a fucking loser, Dad. My dad's like, who would ever eat ass? I'm like, I don't know. Someone who loved Mom. That generational hatred shit, it's so stupid. It's very short-sighted because boomers forget their parents hated them, too. Their parents hated them for rock and roll and hippie shit. Like, every generation thinks their kids are the weakest kids of all time. That's how people deal with mortality. They're like, I might be weak now, but I'm stronger than you'll ever be, kid. It's true. It's how people deal with death. It's a never-ending cycle. Like, my dad's always like, kids these days just want to pick their own gender and play Fortnite. And I'm like, sure, whatever, that's true. But your dad was just like, kids these days just want to smoke Mary Jane and kiss colored girls. And then his dad was just like, kids these days just want to listen to jazz and let women vote. And then this is a long joke. And then his dad was just like, kids these days just want to believe in evolution and dance with the Chinamen. And then his dad was just like, kids these days just want to ride the railroads and let Italians vote. And then his dad is just like, kids these days just want to send telegrams and let women read them. And then his dad is just like, kids these days just want to wear powdered wigs and revolt against the British. And then his dad's just like, kids these days just want to watch Shakespeare and stop burning women. And then his dad's just like, kids these days just want to leave the Catholic Church and let the priests fuck adults. And then his dad's just like, kids these days just want to sail to the New World and ravish the natives. And then his dad's just like, kids these days just want to contract the bubonic plague and look a Jew in the eye. And then his dad's just like, kids these days just want to sail to India and put spice on food. And then his dad's just like, kids these days just want to make realistic sculptures with realistic penis lengths. And then his dad's just like, kids these days just want to use medicine and let women survive childbirth. And then his dad's just like, kids these days just want to pillage, but they don't want to rape. And then his dad's just like, kids these days just want to ride horses, not suck them off. And then his dad's just like, kids these days just want to print books and get cucked by Genghis Khan. And then his dad's just like, kids these days just want to go into the desert, give up pork, and say, me so Muslim. That was great. You guys were great. Have a good night. Bye. Thank you. Please buy a shirt. Thank you. Where are you from, Gary? You from around here?
Not original.
Where are you? Where? Okay. Where's the original?
Tennessee original.
Oh, nice. You like the South?
Still do.
Still do. It will rise again. I still got a hankering for the South. Gray is my favorite color. Second to white, but... What do you want at the end, Gary? Sex or politics? What do you want, Gary?
About the same.
It's about the same? I don't even get it, but I love it. I want to get that tattooed. Sex or politics, it's all the same to me. I'm gonna get that on my fucking ass. Who said that? Oh, my friend Gary, you know. That's beautiful. I'm gonna think about that. I'm gonna get really high and try to figure out what you meant by that tonight. That's gonna be awesome. God, that rips. Sex or politics, you're gonna get fucked either way. Dude, I love a hoodie and a hat in the front row. How much ketamine are you on right now? I love you so much. I like that, man. What's your vibe? What do you like about being yourself?
Too many mushrooms to answer that question.
Oh, are you guys fucking ripped? Are you guys over there ripped? Okay. This is it. Okay, we're not gonna do crowd work with you. I've been there, man. I'm gonna be kind to you on your journey. Okay. That beer flying at you must have been kind of fun. You were like, the fate of the world's in my hands. I like that. I respect you. Bold to sit up front on some mushrooms. I got deep respect for you, Mitch. Man, I just posed a really existential question to you. He's baked on mushrooms. I'm like, what do you like about being alive? Mushrooms, that's so... You guys are great. You guys are great. Oh, my God. That is a fun dynamic to the show. It's a fun dynamic. Man, are you guys leaving? What? They're too lit up? I wish you luck on your journey. I wish you... I do. That is so funny. Man, I'm going to think about that for a while. One of the happiest drugs known to man. Now they're like, we're done with this shit. We can have more fun staring at the bathroom walls. What's your job, Allie?
I'm retired. I was a nurse.
You were a nurse? No. My mom's a nurse. I know they're not all heroes. I know a nurse who doesn't like immigrants. There's not a moral test at the door, is there, Allie? You do a good job in the building, but outside you can be a bad person. Allie, what religion were you raised, Allie? Pentecostal. That's like the tongues. Yeah. Are you still part of the Pentecostal faith?
Yeah.
You still do the tongue thing?
No.
No. Have you been possessed by the Lord before? Oh, who, me? Yeah, the Lord possessed me a couple times. Yeah. You're like, oh, you came from a Christmas party? Oh, are you two a little lit up? Little, I like, there we go. Hell yeah. Like a work party or friend party? Family. He's like, move on, honky. I ain't the one. I respect that. I like that. You two aren't family though, but you're friends. I like that. Nice. You have a good Thanksgiving? You looking forward to Christmas? You like to see your family?
We had the Christmas party today.
Oh, you're not doing it on. Oh, nice. That's good. I don't have to be funny the whole time. I can just make friends. You guys take breaks at your jobs too. I can't be fucking. eating greedy motherfuckers. Did anyone else get confused by the bathroom out there? Because it's like, it's not I'm not against the gender neutral thing, but it says like stalls only, urinals and stalls. And I'm like, am I a stalls only or urinals and stalls? Mama never told me. I'm like, am I a stalls only? What's your job, Tyler? Tyler, right? Yeah. Nice. Addictions pharmacist? Does that mean you start addictions or stop them? Great riff, very funny. Well done. It probably won't get funnier, but let's try. You're stopping. You're stopping it. Busy in Michigan. Oh, you're from Windsor? Yeah. Nice. Do we like Windsor? Do people go there a lot? Is there a lot? Is it nice? Is it a nice place? Yeah, it seems like it. Yeah, nice. And you stop. You're trying to stop opioid addiction and all that. How do you do that? What's the plan of attack? Give different opioids. Oh. Okay. That doesn't. Foolproof. I'm sure that won't backfire in a decade, but that's not bad. Okay. Y'all aren't as smart as we think you are. Everyone's like, oh, Canada, it's a paradise. They give different opioids to their addicts. You ever paid for an abortion, Tyler? No, we're not going to do that one now. It's not. We got to get... What'd you say? What do you mean not in Canada? Oh, it's free. Oh, my God. Oh, Tyler. There ain't no such thing as a free lunch, Tyler. That's capitalism. You pay for it down the road. That was great. That was good. Don't do that again, but that was good. You get one, Tyler, and next time I have to fuck you. Okay. Who do you vote for in Canada? Is it liberal conservative there? What do you got? We have like 5 parties. Oh, God. Oh. What, you have a working democracy? How about you shut the fuck up? God, didn't you all get a little hard hearing that, though? What if we had... We're going to do a pro-women joke, Paul. All right, Paul, a little softball question. Are you a feminist, Paul? Oh, Paul, I threw you a beach ball and you went... That could have some connection to being single, Paul. We don't know. We don't know. You just gotta fake it, Paul. It's easy. Yeah, pay him the same. Fuck me. Just fake it, Paul. It's very easy. It's very easy. Paul, when was the last date you went on? You went on a date recently? No. You're checked out. I like it. What did you say before when? 7 years. Before my girlfriend, like 7 years ago. You've been on a date in 7 years? Whoa. Are you an incel? Yeah, Paul. Respect. I've seen you on our red pill. I've seen you. I recognize you. Oh, that's so funny. When'd you lose your virginity, Paul? I was late. No way, me too. Fuck yeah, dude. That rocks, Paul. I love that. We deserve a medal, I think, for that shit. We're the oldest virgins ever not to shoot up a school. A lot of those guys crack at 17. We were bubbling with cum till we could rent a car. I lost my virginity after most priests do, you know? I was a 20-year-old going to confession like, Father, is God punishing me by making me a virgin? He's like, Geoffrey, you're not a virgin. Indiana rips, dude. We drove here from Louisville. You see all these signs, these like cities in Indiana that are named after other countries, but you know no one from that country lives there. You know what I mean? There's all these people like, ain't no Muslims in Lebanon. No Hispanics in Lima, you know. Ain't no queers in Buttfuckville. One thing I noticed about the South, actually this is true anywhere, you can tell how racist a city's history is based on how many streets they name after civil rights leaders. Well, I'm gonna do the joke anyways. You know what I mean? If they just have Martin Luther King Boulevard, it's probably fine, just a little normal racism. But if you go to a town and you ask ask for directions, and they're like, well, you gotta turn right on Rosa Parks Street, then you gotta go left on Malcolm X Boulevard, you're gonna wanna hang a right on the Thurgood Marshall exit, and then you're gonna be at the Al Sharpton Walmart. I'm like, what happened in Martinsville? I don't know. Couple more. Did anyone watch the TikTok hearings? Cool, the joke will bomb. Good. It was when like all these like boomer senators like interrogated this like really smart like Singaporean CEO, and it's really funny because they don't know the senators don't know anything about technology, so they ask like the dumbest fucking questions. They're all like, "Is it true that TikTok's gonna make the walk-on trans?" It's all these senators like, how come whenever I'm on TikTok, it's just sexy kids? It's just sexy kids the whole time. It's like, yes, Senator, we made a good algorithm. It knows what's in your heart, Mr. Pence. A lot of bad tattoos here. Who has a bad tattoo they're willing to volunteer?
She's Jewish and she has an easy bake oven. Time on it says 1942.
Oh, it's, wait, the Easy Bake Oven says 1942 on it? Wait, that's not real.
It is though.
Why? I mean, you're allowed to do. What made you? I see. Okay. This is the goal I was seeing.
So my tattoo artist is
Anti-Semitic?
we're really good friends, and she is primarily German.
Oh my God. What did you ask them to do?
Well, and usually when I want something done, she says, "Okay, I'll do one that you want, and then I get to do one that I."
Oh, dealer's choice, Nazi's choice this time. I hate to say it, but could you come up here? Nice to meet you. I'm German as well.
Yeah, it's not small.
And it's
Serial number and everything.
it hasn't. Oh my God! It's become not funny. Are you still friends with this person?
Unfortunately, yeah, we're.
Could we agree that if someone would tattoo a Jewish crematorium on your leg, you're probably not friends? I've cut my ties with guys who didn't invite me to their wedding, you know?
Not the worst one.
How could that not be the worst tattoo you have?
A flower with the middle of it being Bobby Hill from King of the Hill.
I don't. Do you know what happened in the Holocaust? I don't know if you know the gravity of the tattoo. I asked you if you have a worse tattoo, and you're like, a flower with Bobby Hill in the middle? Way worse than an Easy Bake Oven that represents the death of almost an entire religion. What do you do for a living?
I'm a therapist.
You're a therapist? Yeah, my therapist just keeps crying. I used to play with an Easy Bake Oven with my sister all the time, and those memories are ruined. What's your name? What's your deal?
I'm Ben. I'm a music teacher.
Oh, you're the music teacher from earlier. Nice. What's your forte in music? Yeah, it was a little joke for people who are smart enough to get it. It's not for everyone. I just throw little Easter eggs to everyone individually. I like to get one laugh. I don't want anyone can make everyone laugh. It takes talent to make one person on 110 laugh. Okay. Any fucking hack could go up here and crush the whole night. I'm throwing out Italian music words to make one lady over there laugh. Okay. Sorry I derailed you. What was your forte?
I sing and play guitar.
You sing and play guitar? Well, this conversation really didn't crescendo. What's the most evil job here? Is anyone willing to admit that? You're pointing at your boyfriend right there. What's his job? What is it? He's like, yeah, that's fucked up. Holy shit, man. That's a hot cop. Stand up. How tall are you? 6'2". I'd love to be thrown against a car. Keep just turning him in. What do you do? Oh, you're a nurse. Supporting Big Pharma? Who's the evil one? Who's the evil one? Giving everyone myocarditis. I'm kidding, I don't believe that. We're not starting a rally, okay? What do you do for a living? How old are you? You're a student? Music. Oh, wow. Learn how to make a mocha. What type of music? Are you a singer? Instruments? Vocalist. Oh, nice. What do you sing? That's awesome. Opera. Oh, that's popular now. A lot of opera hits on the radio. That's good. Can I get a minor in Morse code? Kyle, what are you doing in life? What's your passion?
I was a theology student.
Really? You don't look like a college-age student.
29.
29. What was your previous life that made you go back to college? What big mistake did you make? What brought you back to school? I love it. You used to bartend weddings, and now you found the Lord. Too many of these damn gay weddings these days. This bar is fun. This looks like a Hell's Angels fever dream. I love it. This looks like the bar where they planned the Oklahoma City bombings. It's kind of crazy we're here on Mother's Day. It looks like they just allowed women in. You guys do Amber Alerts in Missouri or Kansas? You get them on your phones? I thought you guys would be like, nah, that's big government. We'll find our own kids, Mr. Biden. We don't need you sniffing them first. I was with my friends in Brooklyn recently. All four of them got an Amber Alert on their phone, but I didn't get an Amber Alert on my phone. And I was just like, am I the suspect? They're like, child age 10, last seen with a white man who looks like pussy's too spicy for him. What does your son do? What does he do? Engineer. Okay. What kind of engineer, buddy?
Quality engineer.
Quality engineer? That just, are you just bragging? That's so funny. What a great riff on me. That is great.
I'm also popped from past in here, so it's got to be some fucked up shit.
Oh, are you an MMA fighter? Oh shit. But you're just not that good at it? Or what was your record in MMA?
9-3.
9-3. Oh, that's pretty good. A smattering of applause. Josh, that probably sounds like one of your fights. I'm such a nice guy in real life, but daddy likes control. Seattle, yeah. There's also like two ancient people in the middle. Thank you for coming out. The two grandparents for coming out. Fuck yeah, let's go. Let's go. That's awesome. You guys are cool. What's your name, sir?
My name's Sean.
Sean, and you, John. God, everyone's like, show some fucking respect. John, what brought you to the show? You're a big comedy guy?
Seen you on YouTube a lot.
You see me on YouTube? Hip Wow. The oldest QAnon member. John. Yeah, you popped up after a video about the pedo rings in Washington. What a weird riff, but it was kind of funny. I think if you're over 30 and you still vote, that's embarrassing. John, you've been around long enough to know whether it's Dukakis or Carter, it's the same bullshit. Am I right? That's pretty fun. Did you vote for Dukakis, John? Was that 88?
I don't remember that election.
The 88 election was kind of a dark time in my life. It was the 80s, you know. A lot of cocaine, Geoffrey. Don't remember who I voted for. Were you a party man, John?
In the 70s, yeah.
In the 70s, okay. What kind of partying were you doing?
Just about anything once.
That Quaaludes?
Nothing, not down. Up.
Oh, you were an upper. Jonathan! Can I call you Jonathan? I like that. Damn, you were like the disco Studio 54 life?
No disco, the stoners.
Oh, you were like a dead guy, Stones guy?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, John. You know what? I don't even want to make fun of you. I just wish you were my father. How can I make fun of my hero? Halloween's coming up. I love a good transition. You into Halloween, Jason? What's the best Halloween costume you ever worn, Jason? What was one of your favorites?
I was Jason Voorhees.
Yes. Oh, because it was your name. Oh, wow. You're just like, I'm Jason. He has my name. I don't want to make fun of it because I'm sure it's a treasured memory. Maybe one of the few good memories you have. I saw the smile while you told that story. That might be one of the only things you look back on fondly. I don't. You guys are all like, you think we're going to talk about Halloween? I'm about to. Halloween, the best holiday by far. Jason, you ever wear any nice costumes when you were a kid? What if I'm stuck in a loop with this Halloween thing? I just keep going back to... He just starts crying when I make him tell it the fourth time. I wore Jason because I was hiding the real Jason from the world. You know, this is crazy. This guy, you're Will, right? He was my conductor on Amtrak from Portland to Seattle yesterday. Will, are you a reader? You like to read?
No, I was eyeing your giant book and I was like, what the...
You were eyeing my giant book? Oh, I thought you were gonna say cock there for a second. Well, that was about to. What? Oh, because I brought a book on the train, right?
It was like a brick.
I forgot we have history. I was reading a big book on the train. Sorry, I'm a fucking genius. That's how stupid America is. If you carry a book around, everyone's like, holy fucking shit. What the fuck is that then? What do you got there, Phil? That one of them top things? All my friends are like, because I read a lot, they're all like, you have autism. I'm like, no, you're an idiot. That's the bar for intelligence is so low. I like history. I'm obsessed with history. Anyone else? Cool. The joke will bomb. I think fiction is for children. I can't believe adults read fiction books. It's not real. I don't care if the characters die. They're not real people. I don't care. Nonfiction, there's real lives at stake. It's an amazing story. There's real life. I'm always reading a nonfiction book like, whoa, don't kill Adolf! You get attached to the characters, you know? I finished a book about World War II. I'm like, when are they going to complete the trilogy? You guys are smarter than Spokane was. I didn't do so good in Spokane. I was thinking about this right before the show, and I think it's kind of funny. The world's united by hating the British. That is like, you could go to any country in the world and be like, fuck the British. And they're like, yeah, they fucked my grandma, dude. What the? Okay, well, I think we all felt that it was a promising premise, and we all felt me fumble the bag with that fuck my grandma line. We all know that's gonna be funny in a little bit, though. Someone remind me of that. That was the first time I tried that. Okay. God, I thought that was... What should have I said, Jason? What should have I... You're a smooth man. You know what to say.
Fresh. I would have followed up with any one of your jokes with something way worse, so please.
Oh, you got a dark sense of humor, Jason? Wow, nice. What do you like? What?
The tea bag.
What happened?
The tea bag. I said he fumbled it.
Fumbled the tea bag. Oh, everyone, if you want to punch up something I say, just shout it out. If I say something, you're like, that could have been a little funnier. I would not hesitate to share. If you're like, that was an A-, I'll make it an A. You ever thought that? Fucking do it! I'm kidding, man. I'm not mad. I'm just goofing around. But don't ever do it again! Like, what's your name, man? I love the Grateful Dead, man. What's your name? Langston. Oh, okay. Another black name for the whitest man I've ever seen. What happens to a dream deferred? It becomes a deadhead. A very smart riff. Not everyone got it, but that was good. Oh, you're wearing a Grateful Dead shirt and a hat. Okay. They both say, I have ketamine. That's what I'm getting from that. I like that. Are you a big psychedelic guy?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. How many times do you think you've delved into the madness?
At least.
What the fuck was that? How many times have you delved into the madness? Everyone gets $1 back. That sucked. That fucking stunk.
At least like 800 or 900 times.
800 or 900? Oh, whoa, dude. You're not here. You're not here. You're just, life is just, oh wow. At this point, you never stop. Why stop?
Well.
Or did you? What?
It's a long story, but I'm actually like 60-some days sober.
All right.
We don't clap for 60 days. Okay. We don't clap for 60 days. Okay. He's done acid 800 times. Time is a flat circle to him. 60 days is not clappable. Yeah, I took 60 days off because Dead & Co. haven't been touring. You're sober from everything or just acid? And everything. Nice. That is good, man. But until it hits triple digits, I have no respect for you.
I love Montana. I've never been here before, but I like the vibe. A lot of libertarian cowboys. These are my people. Vegans with guns. Let's go. So we got Dave Sushi next door. #1 sushi in Bozeman, I heard. Probably not a tough competition for Dave to get that. I feel like you could throw a live fish on a bed of raw rice. Like, I'm from Buzz Sushi in Bozeman. Okay, that one wasn't as good as the first one. What's his deal? Is that true? You don't like Dave? Why don't you like Dave? What happened? What's happening right now?
Do you actually not know what happened with Dave?
How would I know? How the fuck would I know? I live in Brooklyn. Why would I fucking read? Oh, did you hear about the drama in the sushi community in Bozeman? We're being torn apart! Who cares what Eric Adams is doing? Read about the sushi! That's so funny. Every small town's like that. They think you know everything about that little town. You go to a they're like, you didn't know we closed the bars on Tuesday to go looking for Clint's wife? We know he killed her, but it's fun to pretend. So is that why the sushi rip didn't really go great earlier? You guys thought I was just mocking the dead? Oh my god. God, you guys are pussies. That makes it way funnier. I should have been standing up. That's incredibly funny. Is it like rotten meat or something? Or mushrooms? Did he put poisonous mushrooms in them? And he still has a billboard up that says #1 sushi in Bozeman? I feel like you gotta be #2 now. You gotta take a seat to whatever 10th sushi across the street. I mean, is there like a picture of them on the wall? You know, like sometimes when you go like Buffalo Wild Wings, they're like, these people passed the Blazing Challenge. Now it's like at Dave's. They ate the mushrooms. Dave's magic mushrooms. You want to go on a trip to hell? You're from Great Falls? Is that bad?
Oh, it sucks.
It's really bad? Okay, nice. What's your name?
Jonah.
Jonah. Raspy voice? Do you drink a lot? Or is that you?
I'm a metal vocalist.
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
I play drums and I don't sing, but it's called From Nothing.
You're a metal vocalist, but you don't sing?
I'm in this band. In my band, I drum.
When you band your drum, they're like, we're not letting Jonah sing. Put him as far away from the mic as possible, actually. What was the band called? Sorry.
From Nothing.
From Nothing. That's a good metal name. But is it like really hardcore, like screamo?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Good. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. We're the heaviest band in the Great Falls metropolitan area. No one rocks harder than From Nothing. Are there other other bands in Great Falls?
Yeah.
There are multiple metal bands?
We're the best one, though.
We're the best one. Nothing wrong with that. Dave Sushi says #1 sushi in Collegeville. One day, 2 people will die at your concert.